Welcome back to the Washburn football preview series leading into the 2022 season, which will kick off coming up now in just 5 days. September 1st, 6 o'clock, Yager Stadium. Washburn taking on the Lincoln Blue Tigers. 5:30 pregame coverage right here on your home for Washburn Athletics, Country 1069 or mycountry1069.com. Jake Lamont, voice of the Washburn Ichabods, with you as we continue our 2022 season. If you've missed any of them, it's very simple. You can go to our YouTube page, Sports on 580 WIBW. You can go to WIBWNewsNow.com, Facebook page, WIBW News. We started out with number 10. Very simple, very easy. That is expectations. How are you handling them? Number 9, one-score games. Number 8, it is the special teams. Number 7, the running backs. Number 6, offensive line, which gets us now to our number 5 headline going into the 2022 season. It is the pass rush. The most important position in football is the quarterback. The second most important position in football is to make the most important position in football uncomfortable. That means a good pass rush, which means a good defensive line. And man, were the Ichabods great last year at it. Last year, they led the league in sacks, 33 sacks last year. That is fantastic. Anytime you're at the top of the MI category, you are elite in the nation at what you do. 33 sacks last year was good for 5th all-time single season for the Ichabod defense, but they also got in the backfield a lot. How about 74 tackles for loss on the year? That means this Washburn defense, anchored by this defensive line, had 107 snaps where they tackled the ball carrier in the backfield for negative yards. 107. That is tremendous. Washburn, as they return everyone on the defensive line except for one player a year ago. So this is going to be a veteran group that are going to have a lot of expectations. Leading the way, you've got 8 defensive linemen. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Braden Rose, Patrick Altenor, Isaac Keener, Justice Akinmullidan, Chase Oss, Chase McCoy, Daniel Pyburn, Landon Urban are all back this year, which is fantastic. And Rose was a third-team all-conference player last year. Daniel Pyburn, big up front. Landon Urban, second-team all-conference. The Hoisington product, he's back as well. The starters are back, which is great, but you've got a lot of people on the defensive line. Now, Rose, Urban, and Pyburn are all have had excellent careers, fantastic years. They're now going to try to put a bow on their season, their career with their senior season. So those 3 looking to have big-time years. Now, Malik Falk, first-team All-MIAA a year ago, had 10 sacks, graduated last year. That is going to be a big loss. That is real for this defense and this defensive line is how do they fill in for Fall, who was outstanding last year at the defensive end spot. There's somebody's going to have to pick up the slack there. Rose, Urban, Pyburn, your starters coming back. You expect some really good seasons from them. But someone's got to fill in that last spot. And it could be a lot of different people. Isaac Keener had a good year last year. Patrick Altenor had a good year last year. So some people are going to have to come and fill in that production. This strength of this defense, this defensive line returning 8 guys needs to be good because we're going to get to the linebackers coming up and a lot of newbies on the linebacker spot, the secondary as well. But getting after the quarterback is a must in this league. Good offenses with explosive players, a sack or 2 can win you the game, especially if you remember that Northwest Missouri State game. How good was the defensive line getting to the quarterback against Northwest Missouri? 4th down plays from Brooks Peevler, Fall with the big sack, Altenor. It is so important in those big games. Running defense-wise, I expect the same thing. Guys clogging it up in the middle, and this is not a overly large defensive line. It's not, they don't have a bunch of, 320 pounders. This is a very quick defensive line. And I think that's what head coach Craig Shurik is really excited about this upcoming season is this defensive line, and they need to be good. They really, really do. So getting us for the upcoming season for the Washburn Ichabods. And really the question will be who fills in at that starting spot. It's probably going to be a whole bunch of people, but this defensive line should be pretty good. Coming up tomorrow, we will get to number 4, our 4th headline leading into the 2022 season. And it is going to be another strength of this team. We will get to that here on this 2022 Washburn Preview Series, previewing the upcoming season for the Ichabods. We'll talk to you tomorrow about